Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is midway through July and I thought I would do my next cash stuffing. So all of this money here is from my own business, my little side hustle. So some money is staying in the bank for subscription things that come out that enable me to be able to do my business, and I also have the option to set aside a certain amount of income coming in, which is then allocated towards tax. That's already a function that I have with that bank. I use a Starling business account, so as money comes in, a certain percent you can set will then transfer into a separate saving space. So that's already done, already taken account of. So this is just sort of what I would say is profit, or sort of my income from that. So we have £205 to stuff today, which was from the first week and also the second week of July. Because yeah, we're halfway through the month already, that's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with our joint savings binder here. And again, we need to sort out this a little bit. We've made a plan going forward with what we're going to do with savings, but I think that is going to genuinely start in after August, after the wedding, and after the bulk of our big financial commitments come out, like the car insurance and stuff. So vacation, I am going to stuff £20 into vacation today. So we're going to take nice 20 off the top there. So that is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 320. 320 in vacation. Lovely. That's building up quite nicely. We want to get to about £500 so we can transfer that into Danish kroner, and then that's going to be like spending money while we're away. Car maintenance. So this is going to be a bit of a funny one. So we've got our car, our van tax due in August, and I've just had the thing come through and it's £325 for our insurance, for our tax on the van. Because it's an older vehicle, it's not very economical, and the tax has gone up £30 from last year. So I don't think there's actually enough money in here to kind of absorb that cost. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 125. So yeah, we're about £200 short there. Now this needs to be paid in the next 2 weeks. So I think what we're going to have to do is reassess the situation there. Either top it up from our accounts, like our obviously savings accounts, our bank accounts, or maybe take some from insurance, because that has not been as much as we thought we'd be quoted for. So if you can hear somebody shuffling around in the back, my dog is on one today. I think because it's so hot here in the UK, he's just not quite getting as many walks in. Well, he's still getting walks, but it's first thing in the morning and last thing at night because it's just so warm. It's too warm for him. He's a little black spaniel, and oh my goodness, he suffers in the sun. He really, really does. So we're trying to avoid being out in the midday heat. But for that reason, obviously, spaniel, crazy, wants to run around 100 miles an hour, and not very happy that we're not letting him do that. So that's not going to get stuffed today, unfortunately, but we need to reassess that situation. I just want to check how much is in insurance, because we think it's going to be about £300 for our car insurance. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 30, 430 in there. So that should more than cover at least one of the car insurance or the van insurance. Again, in August is just not the month for us at the moment. I have every intention of, as soon as these payments have gone out, I know exactly what I need to start saving towards. This year was a bit odd because we started saving in August. No, all of our payments are due in August. Because we started saving in January, I wasn't quite sure what we'd roughly need to save by this August. Now it's coming up, I know roughly £300 for the car insurance, roughly £300 for the van insurance. Our car doesn't have tax on anymore. We've got a fairly newish car, so there's no tax on that, but the van tax is, well, almost worth 2 car taxes at £325. So now I have that figure and I know what I need to save for next year, so that should definitely help, and I'll start building these back up as soon as I've paid them out. Basically, we'll start again in September building these up so we're ready for next year and hopefully a little bit more ahead. Wedding's not getting anything, that's just safety net money at the moment, and I think that's all in this binder. So we need to sort out those payments, discuss what's going to happen there. Okay, moving on to my personal binder. Let's have a little look. So, food, shopping, there's still, I think, the 60 in there. I'm going to top that up to 80. I think I'm actually going to do a 10, 2 10s, just because it sometimes comes to like 70 and then I don't have to break the next sort of £10. It's a funny me thing, don't mind me. But yeah, £80 is my budget for food shop. It will be my turn the next time we go food shopping, so I'm pretty sure that is going to be dibbed into. Me and my partner just take turns on the food shop. It's usually about £80. Okay, clothes. I've not spent anything in here, and there is still just 5 in there. I don't feel like I need anything. I bought some new work shoes the other day, or say the other day, a couple of weeks ago now. I think I'm okay with where my clothing is kind of sitting at the moment. I don't know, £5 doesn't really go very far these days with clothes, but yeah, I think I'll leave that for now. So eating out, I did dip into this. Obviously new work colleagues and as such, we were going out for food quite a lot the first couple of weeks I was starting there. So there's 42p, that can just go to one side for now. Beauty, again, my appointments are actually coming up, so my hair appointment is in the next week and I need £100 for that, at least, minimum. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80. So I am just going to whack that up to 100 with that extra 20. And I think I'm obviously going to tip as well. So I'm going to add in a £10 there because, you know, it's something I've always done. Love my hairdresser. She's fantastic. So that 100 there is ready for my hair appointment. That is fully funded for now. Again, I said I might get my nails done before the wedding, but we can come to that maybe a little bit closer to the time. We're not getting married till the 24th of August, so little bit of time to deal with that. I just wanted my hair done, and like, again, peace of mind. I wanted it done about a month in advance so it has time to kind of not look completely freshly cut. And in case, I mean, I love my hairdresser, she's brilliant, I've never had an issue, but in case something isn't quite right or quite how I want it, I've got a month to get it sorted. So yeah, we're ahead there, that's good. Petrol, I did completely spend all of my petrol money. I'm working out it's roughly, a full tank is about £65 and that roughly lasts me about 2 weeks, depending if I have to do any trips sort of here and there, other than just sort of work and you know, grocery shopping and the normal sort of trips. So I am going to put aside sort of 30, and then if I put 30 again next week, that's sort of my 60, ready for 65. So that can go into there. I'm still really bad at knowing whether these are open or not. I'm a nightmare. My little dog is getting really antsy, bless him. He just wants to go and play, and I don't blame him, but it's too hot, and then he'll spend all afternoon panting his head off. So he's been out, he's been to the toilet, he's absolutely fine. He just is a demon child and wants to run around like Taz of Tasmania. Personal is going to get 10, just in case, anything that I sort of need. I've bought my wedding shoes now, that's why there's nothing in personal. I've bought my wedding shoes, and little bits and pieces here and there, so £10 just in case. And I did dip into my miscellaneous, so my wedding shoes were a little bit more than what I had in personal, so I dipped it in a little bit here. I think there was £15 in here, and now there's £2.25, so that can go to one side for now. And miscellaneous, I'm going to start topping that back up with a £5 note, just in case. So that's sort of my personal binder. This is what I sort of carry around on the day to day, and yeah, looking quite good for this week. Really nice. Moving into my savings binder. Okay, what have we got in here? So now that all of that is taken care of, I can stuff towards my savings. So we're going to pop in £5 in my £5 saving challenge. Sorry, you can hear him scratching away, bless him. So that's £5 in there. Oh, I haven't got my markers out. What am I doing? Okay, so £5 into there, so there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm going to colour in another little money pot here. There we go, lovely. That's coming along quite nicely. Into my £10 challenge. Oh, I'm going to just steal this out of here. Little marker. And we're going to pop two £10 in here. There we go. Yeah, that's it. £20 challenge. So this is kind of our goal for our honeymoon. We've decided we're going to just put away £20 here and there as it builds up. So there's 40 in there already, just sort of saving towards little and often. If we complete this, we'll have about £700, and then we're going to look to book somewhere in March. I don't know where we want to go yet, so I don't know an exact figure that we want to save. But £700 feels like a good amount to either put a deposit down for something or to, you know, it's a good amount, isn't it, to then make decisions if we need a little bit more or if we're good for that. So £60 into there. There we go. I feel a bit cock-handed today. I don't know what the phrase is, but all fingers and thumbs. Yeah. So I've got a build a buffer challenge. My plan here is just to build a bit of a £100 buffer. So should anything come up like the car tax situation, there's £100 there that could help out towards it. Obviously that wouldn't solve all of my issues because the car tax, the van tax is 325 and we've got 125, but it would be nice to pull that 100 from here, not our personal accounts in the bank. So I am going to do a big one. I'm going to put a £10 note in here, bringing that to 15. And that's my buffer loading challenge. I've not started the £1,000 saving challenge yet. That's gonna come shortly, probably after the wedding. Seasonal saves, let's have a look at this one. So yeah, we've got £25 in there at the moment. And I think potentially we could do a 7 and a, let's have a look, a 7, a 3, which is 10, and 7 and a 3 and a 6 and a 4, and that's 20. I was going to do a 12 and an 8, but then that would have been 20 and then I'd need to put 30 in because I hadn't counted properly. So there's £45 in seasonal saves. So I think this originally is for £200 in 30 days. I'm not going to do it in 30 days. I'm going to do this throughout the summer, and then that money can either roll over to Christmas or I'm sure we'll end up allocating it somewhere. So I'm really happy with how that's coming along. That's it. Nothing in gifts at the moment. I've not quite figured out what I'm doing with that yet. And Christmas savings, there's £20 in there already. I think I'm going to do a 10 this time. So £30 towards Christmas, that's great. We're still in August. I've bought a few bits and pieces already, just as and when I've seen something that I know someone will like. That's the sort of Christmas shopper I am. I tend to be quite organised with it. But this will just mean, hopefully, that last paycheck in December, or November, it won't be a mad rush and it won't just absolutely wipe out that whole paycheck. So there we are with that. I have £5 left over. I must have miscalculated somewhere. Shall we pop it in the £5 challenge? Because I do love nice even numbers, and that 5 is driving me a little bit mad, to be honest. So pop it in there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we'll colour in another little money pot. There we go. Awesome. I always seem to do this. I must write down what I'm intending where because I forget. And then God knows where I'm going to allocate it. It's just on a whim. There you go. They're really happy with how this is coming along, to be honest. I feel like it's just taking some of that pressure off. Yeah. Everything always comes at once, doesn't it? Always. So I'm so glad that you're joining me here today. I am staying so motivated and accountable with this. It is keeping me on track with my savings goals. It's been really, really helpful, and I'm so grateful that you're watching. So that just leaves the little bit of change we've got left over here. Can go into the money jar. I'll count this up at the end of the month, and we like to try and get about 100. That'd be nice. We like to try and get about £50 in here, and we just make that as an overpayment on our mortgage. So if you want to see me count this up, I will do it at the end of the month, and then it just gets taken to like the post office. Once the payment clears in my bank, we just make that little extra overpayment. So that's that one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you next time. Bye!